Well, we are all certainly familiar with stress and what it can do to us, but stress can also be a positive force, at least for some, even making some of us more productive. Our medical expert, Dr. David Winter with Baylor Scott and White Health, is with us today to give us more information. And doctor, I need some convincing on this. Please explain what stress can do for us. We know what it does to us. What can it do for us?
Well, stress is a natural phenomenon in which our body puts out these chemicals like adrenaline, cortisol. They do that in response to a perceived pressure, stress, and it's called a fight or flight response. Now, it can be a good thing. It can make you more focused, more alert, help you get a burst of energy so you can solve problems when under pressure. Some people do well with that. Not everybody does, though. Some people under stress get paralyzed with fear and they get very, very stressed out. So it affects people in different ways, Morgan.
Can we talk about that? Why are some people more sensitive to stress than others? Is this a genetic thing? Does it run in your family? How can we tell?
It can run in families. Some families, the slightest thing makes them go haywire, makes them be really stressed out. But a lot of things can affect most of us. Financial pressures, for example, demanding workloads, strained relationships, problems with your marriage, for example, health worries, stress from social media. All those things can cause stress to you. Even good things can cause stress for some people. Getting married, having a child, changing your job. Those are sometimes a positive thing, sometimes negative. People respond in different ways, Morgan.
And let's talk about the coping there. How is it that some people cope with stress better than others? And do you have any just wisdom for coping with stress?
Yeah, it's interesting because some people really thrive under stress. These are the type A personalities. They love the idea of stress. They're very competitive, they're ambitious, they like to solve problems, but not everybody does that well. In fact, some type A people that look like they're calm and doing very well, they're like a duck on water. They're paddling very, very quickly, and they are under stress. Those people don't do as well as stress, Morgan.
So for people who are not super great at coping with stress, are there things that you recommend to help them if that's not something that comes naturally to them?
Yeah, there's some things that can help with stress. Good sleep habits, for example. That's when you rest. Regular exercise, good nutrition, staying hydrated, meditation for some, yoga, tai chi, relaxed, deep breathing. That works for a lot of people. Of course, there are counselors that can take care of this. Psychiatrists can help, and then antidepressant medications can. I think it's important we all recognize that stress can be a factor in our lives and find ways that you can help to minimize that. It can make a big difference in your health long term. Stress can be managed, sometimes easier than others, but try to manage your stress. It'll make you live a lot longer and a lot healthier.
Such good advice, because whether we're good at it or not, we know it's unavoidable at times. Dr. Winter, thank you so much for being with us this midday.
Indeed, Morgan, always good to be with you. Thank you.